All right, Mitch. Take it away, big guy.
Welcome to episode 8.
I thought this is 9.
Is it?
Shit, we should probably check.
Maybe not.
Welcome back to episode 8 of the Nymore Boys podcast. I am your co-host, Mitch, joined here with Tyler and our special guest, Katie, who, if you guys don't know already, who I talk about a lot on here. That is my girlfriend.
Every podcast.
Say what's up.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, Bruce. But yeah, so we're doing another one outside today. The camera got screwed up on the last one, so people really didn't know that we had it going on outside, even though we mentioned it.
The last one was outside, and it looked fucking sick. And then, of course,
nice.
The video file got corrupt. But I think we got it figured out this time. At least I hope we do. Because if not, I'm going to be pissed. Because the other way, it takes 4 hours to export on my computer.
Why did it take so long?
Because of the waveform. Like, for our voices, that waveform, goes up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to export it in like a 3D type program, and it takes forever. That's why like none of the social links popped up or anything, because it finally exported, and I was not going to bring it into another editor and re-export it again, so I just said fuck it and just uploaded it.
Yeah, so I was kind of disappointed in that one because that was a good one.
Well, the audio is still really good, and if you haven't listened to it, definitely go back and check it out. I talked about real estate. It's been 2 weeks.
We talked
since we've
about
done
Android versus iPhone, which I will get into that because that was something that I looked at and saw the results on it. So we talked about that. We talked about your real estate gig. What else did we talk about?
That was before I went to Vegas, which we can talk about that.
Yeah. And then we
pretty
also,
wild.
Trying to think, we had like another big topic on there that we mentioned. Man, this sucks. Why do I not even remember what I did from the last episode?
Well,
It was a while ago.
we recorded it on June 15th.
I mean,
no, like June 12th.
And
or
to be
something.
fair as well, we kind of just, that one was just kind of, what's the word? Off the hook? Off the
You had
limb?
just recorded another one before that,
Yeah,
right?
so we were just kind of
Yeah.
saying,
These ones you have to talk like right into them.
yeah,
Okay,
They're
I'm
really-
trying.
they're vocal
I don't want
microphones.
to like touch it.
you're
No,
fine.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's a brand new mic. It's never been used before.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you're the first one to
I'm the
use
first
that
guest,
new mic.
so
Have you, Katie? Do you watch Logan Paul's podcast?
Why would I watch that?
Okay, never mind. Sorry, Mitch.
I hate that
Did you
guy.
see the Riley Reid one?
I heard about it, but no, I saw the one with Hobson.
True.
Why,
Anyways,
what was funny about it? Was there anything? Gigs?
Riley Reid was the second one on there, and she deep throated the mic.
Isn't she a
my.
porn star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
It was
looks like
so
she's
funny.
like a middle schooler.
Yeah, she like christened the mic.
Man.
Oh
that's
my
just
God.
Nasty.
Jesus,
That's funny.
she's open about it.
But what the hell were we talking about?
Yeah, so, we talked about what we did in the last one, which was, like I said, if you haven't checked already, it was iPhone, Android, some of the stuff about Tyler's real estate, what he does, just kind of touched on it briefly. And, like I said, we were just trying to get another one out before we went to Vegas so we could at least have one up.
Yeah.
And that was kind of our goal, and it turned out, to me, better than I thought it would.
Yeah. So that's why from now on I think we're going directly off the cuff.
Yeah, I like it that way. But what do we want to talk about first here?
Well, I did just get back from Vegas.
Oh yeah, how was
Um,
that? Give us a.
Well, I'm broke, but no, I'm fine. But yeah, it was really fun. It's a whole other animal out there.
It's crazy.
But within the first probably hour I was in Vegas, I was already down $300 on one blackjack table.
Ouch.
So you play blackjack, don't you?
Yeah, I can play.
Okay, so listen to this. I buy in for $200.
Okay.
Right? I get down and I was up a little bit, and then I was playing red chips, which are $5,
Yeah.
but it was a $10 table, so you're playing two of them. And then I got like a couple blackjacks, so then they pay you in a green chip, I think, or I don't know how I ended up with
Is that
green
25
chips.
or
25.
50? Okay.
So, anyways, I got down to just my last couple green chips, and I wasn't gonna buy like cash those in for reds. It was just stupid, so I just played greens
Yeah.
because I was already down so much. So I had 2 green chips left. The first hand that I have with my green chip out there, I get 2 aces.
Okay.
2 aces you split no matter what,
Yeah.
right? Because you have a higher percentage of getting 2 face cards, which would mean you get 2 blackjacks. So I split those 2. I get another fucking ace. So I have to split it again.
So you got 3 aces in a row?
And I had to buy back in. So now I've got $75 on the table, right?
Yeah.
So then she comes back through with the cards, and I get a 3, a 3, and a 4.
Ouch.
So I have 13, 13, 15 against a 4, and I lost it.
That sucks, dude.
I was so pissed.
Yeah, that's a tough way to go down in blackjack for sure. I think the toughest way is though when you think you almost have in the bag. You don't get a blackjack, but you're close.
Yeah.
And you still lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the dealer's showing like a 4 and ends up getting like a 6-card blackjack, that's always the best. When you have 20.
I'm not even going to pretend like I know what you're talking about because I have no idea.
Well,
how
I mean,
that
you
works.
understand how blackjack works, right?
No.
So
well, you can explain.
think about
Do you know?
adding up the cards, and
Yeah.
blackjack is when you hit 21.
Okay.
So let's say he pulls a 4 and a 5, you're at 9, and then you say, hit me again. Let's say he pulls a 10, you're at 19. But if you go over 21, you bust, and you essentially lose. Like you lose no matter what.
There's like a lot more to it though, because like
But
if
I mean,
the
in
dealer's
really
showing
basics, though.
if the dealer's showing a 3 and you have a 14, you obviously don't want to hit that because your hope is that the bust card is next for the dealer to flip over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was fun. And then we we went to the esports arena at the Luxor.
Yeah.
You know where they had like ninjas thing? Fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, it's cool out there.
It looks a lot bigger on Twitch.
Yeah.
But it's still fucking sick. And like they had all these like gaming PCs there.
Yeah.
Where you can go in. It's like $15 an hour, and then you can play like any game basically because they have like an unlimited Steam library.
No way.
I mean, we didn't do it. We just went in there and walked around. But yeah, dude, it's fucking sick. They have like the big main stage and like the caster area and stuff.
That's dirty. You see the T-Mobile arena?
Yeah, we didn't go in it. We drove by.
No,
it.
but it's pretty cool
fucking
when you drive
sick.
by it, right?
That's probably the coolest arena I've seen.
Mhm.
It's like the copper color.
Yeah, it's copper color. It's pink a little bit.
Yeah.
T-Mobile. That's pretty cool. Did you see some strange shit in Vegas? Obviously, I'm sure you did. But
Yeah. So we were in this place across the street. We stayed at the Mirage, which is in between Treasure Island and Caesar's Palace.
yeah.
We went to a casino across the street that was called Casino Royale. And I'm talking, this is like the Palace. You get in there, it's like 9-foot ceilings with fucking mirrors across the entire roof, right?
Jeez.
And in the back, there is a Pizza Hut Express, a Subway, and a fucking Nathan's hot dog where you can get foot-long hot dogs. And then connected to it was a White Castle. And I'm talking, this is where all the fucking crazies hang out.
Oh.
So we're in there.
There's a White Castle.
And there is a lady in White Castle, barefoot, and she's like pulling shit out of her bag that either 1 she stole, or 2 she bought. I'm not gonna judge, but she was talking to herself, and she was like pulling out swimsuits and baby clothes and like all the shit from her bag, and she'd like take the hanger off, and instead of like putting the hanger in the garbage or just on the table to throw it away, oh no, she'd take it off and just fucking throw it wherever it landed.
What the hell?
Yeah, and then
You see some crazy
she
shit.
like unpacked her entire purse onto this table, and any garbage she had, she just fucking tossed it. And then
She just yarded that thing.
yeah, like like those plastic hangers that have like the little clips on them
Yeah.
that stores have. So she like takes it off of like a fucking bathing suit or something, and she like looks at it for a second, and then just goes like that and fucking tosses it into the fucking restaurant. And then there was another guy who walked through, and Jake and I are playing these slot machines, and I see this guy out of the corner of my eye, and it fucking freaks me out right away. He walks in with a trench coat to his fucking feet,
That's not a good sign.
a top, and mind you, it's 108 degrees out, and he's in a fucking trench
trench coat, yeah.
trench coat,
Down to the knees.
leather.
Yeah, oh.
He's got a hat on, talking to himself, looking straight down at the ground as he's walking.
Maybe he was a midget and he has like a little friend under him.
Maybe.
Dude.
But then we were at the same place. I'm telling you, this is like if you're on the strip and you want to see some whack stuff, just go to the Casino Royale. We were sitting there eating pizza in front of this little Pizza Hut. They have like a tiny little food court in this place.
Yeah.
And we see a drug deal go down right in front of us.
Yeah, no, it's not uncommon.
Guy
for
came
sure.
absolutely cruising in with a backpack. The lady from Pizza Hut walks up, takes the little bag that he had, goes to the back. It was like, I don't know how it all unfolded, but I was watching the whole thing. We're sitting right there. The lady comes back from the back with a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And the bag that she had was nowhere to be found, right?
Yeah.
Then they start talking a little bit, and then all of a sudden she fucking opens the till and hands him money. And then somehow the bag got back in his hand, and he turned around and left. And Scramby's like, she just bought meth. I'm like,
Probably, dude.
oh, okay. So that was cool. And then we went down to Fremont Street, or like the downtown, like the old part of Vegas,
Yeah.
where they have like that big-ass light show, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
where you
mhm.
zip line stuff? That's where you see the really crazy shit.
Yeah.
There's like people with no legs, like asking for money, and then there was like
No legs, like
no legs. I mean,
That's sad.
it's like the weirdest thing. And then there's like people dressed up as like. Did you see Amble's Snap story of that guy with the Tinkerbell wings on?
Yeah.
The fucking
Yeah.
gut just hanging out, just dancing.
Yeah.
What else was out there? There was
Then you took a picture of those chicks.
yeah. You know what they wanted $20 for that picture.
Yeah.
And I gave her $5, and she's like, "Oh, but can we take 20s because the casino takes 30%?" I said, "I don't care if the casino takes 30%. I'm not paying $20 for a fucking picture."
Damn, dude, you're a dick.
I mean, it's just like
You don't have a problem blowing $300 in 2 minutes, but you know these girls are just trying to get by. Take a picture.
I guarantee they make plenty money, but $20 for a picture is ridiculous. Can we all agree on that?
I mean, there's two of them.
I'd pay $20 if I could take a picture with The Rock or Ovechkin.
Well, yeah,
or
but
something
they're
like that.
famous. These girls are just like probably
Then
go to
don't take a picture
UNLV.
with them.
But I wanted a picture.
Did you say it's all right? I'm on the Nymore Boys podcast. No,
Yeah.
all right, no charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been
Yep.
like, I'll give you a shout out.
Just say,
Yep.
just tell her, say, hey, look, it's only money.
True.
No, but yeah, you see some crazy shit in Vegas though, and it's a fun time being there for sure, regardless
The
of how much
funniest
money you
thing-
spend or you lose.
So there's these bars that are on Fremont Street that like come out of the casinos, and they have girls dancing on them, right? And
Yeah.
like hardly anything. And we walk by this one, and there's this old guy, fucking filming it. And I tapped on Jake, and I'm like, he's gonna have fun watching that one later tonight.
Oh, dude. Oh,
I mean, he was
dude.
probably like 75 or 80 years old.
Oh, just some old dude.
And then there's this one Hispanic guy who kept trying to hand me this business card. So, and they don't say anything. They just fucking come up and hand you this business card.
Did you get a lot? Wait, sorry. Or no, keep going, keep going.
And it was for a strip club or a gentleman's club, they called it. And then I swear to God, this guy was fucking hammered when he was
Yeah.
handing these things out.
Mhm.
And sure enough, this guy walks in front of Jake and I as we're standing there. Same guy that handed us the card. This guy's carrying a fucking full bottle of booze, or like not a full bottle, but it was like a bottle of booze with like just backwash left. And the guy's like, "Yo, man, can I have that?" The guy's like, "Sure." Hands it to him. The guy just fucking takes it back. It was like, it was so weird.
So yeah, I was gonna ask you, and I assume when you're walking down the strip, I'm sure you either compiled up, and not on purpose, I'm sure you compiled up a lot of the cards with those
There's
hookers
not as many-
and shit.
There's not as many on the strip.
Oh,
per se.
dude, that's where you get the most of them.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
They hand
it
you the
was
cards
so,
that's like
it
naked
was
chicks.
so
with, like,
hot that we hardly even walked the strip
Yeah.
because it was like 108 every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess you were there in like December.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were there
That's
in
not a
the-
bad time to be there.
Right. We went when it was like the hottest time of the year.
Ugh.
yeah,
Like you basically, like the air is so hot there that it like hurts your eyes.
that's the hottest temperature I've ever experienced. I went there once when I was 8 or 9, and I think it was like 114 degrees.
Yeah.
Like,
It was ridiculous.
that's the hottest weather I've.
Yeah, no, dude. I remember going
Ever
down
had.
the strip, and you just get people that are trying to hand you, just cards of either for strip clubs
Yeah.
or for hookers or escorts. You know, it's
Yeah.
fancier name, it's classier, but they just hand you cards. There's their picture. There's their number. There's the price.
There was like
and that's
fucking
and that's the price just to meet them, for the record.
right.
Yeah.
Well, and there was like, right down the strip, they have like those like mobile billboards, you know,
Yep.
where people literally just get paid to drive up and down the strip.
Yeah.
And one of them was
Like a chick
like,
on the side of a van.
Yeah, get escorts directly to your room or something like that.
Yeah.
No, but the one thing that was actually pretty funny on the Strip is we were walking to Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Because there was like this restaurant called Senior Frogs that
Yeah.
was connected to it. And we're walking down and we're right outside the Casino Royale, so I guess that's just the place to be. And all of a sudden I walk and I can see out of the corner of my eye there's somebody sitting back in the corner behind where I just was, holding a sign. I turned around and looked at it and it says "fuck off." I was like, oh,
Oh, dude.
nice. Yeah, that's all it said. And then there was
That's
another
something I
guy.
can get behind.
Yeah, right. There was another guy on the Strip that had a sign that says "need money for drugs." It's like,
I mean, at least they're honest about it.
he's being
It's up
honest,
front.
you know?
Yeah. They
But-
won't be like, yeah, I need money to get by when they just are going to go buy cigs
Yeah.
right after. Yeah. I mean, I respect the honesty for sure. But yeah, dude, Vegas it's hilarious.
Yeah,
dude.
I can't wait to go back. It was so much fun. I think if I go back, I'm not gonna spend as much time in a casino though, because I feel like there's so much to
There's
see in
so much
Vegas,
to
and
see.
I literally just gambled the whole
Dude,
time.
I wanted to go to a Vegas game so bad, the one that, because this year when we went, they were playing the Islanders, or the year before when I went, they were playing Tampa, which I mentioned.
Yeah,
My first time going to Vegas, my first year, we're a team, and they give us our roommate for the weekend, or usually our roommates, I must say. And one of the guys on our team, he was a vet, and he wasn't there, and he had like a family emergency, so he flew home. So it was me and this kid. Shout out to Tanner Turcotte. He listened to this all the time. TT, love the kid. He's a 2000, so at the time he was like 17 years old, right?
A baby.
And we were, so he was my roommate, and they screwed up, right? So one of the billet moms helped us drive down there, and she was supposed to get our room. It was a honeymoon suite, and me and this kid ended up with the honeymoon suite.
At what hotel?
Stratosphere. It was like, it was a king size bed. It was just one, and he's like just like high maintenance. He's like, whatever, like you got the honeymoon suite.
It's a fucking Hart bed.
And yeah, it wasn't a Hart bed, but it was just like it was, like the honeymoon suite,
Yeah.
right? And we ended up with this thing, and he was out doing something, and a bunch of us were gonna go out to the Strip. Fast forward, we're out on the Strip. I come back. I have all these cards with those escorts and stuff in my pocket because you just get so many of them. You don't have to try. They just give them to you. Had them in my pockets. I empty them. I just throw them out on the table, and I go out into the bathroom and shower. Come out, I'm drying off my long ass hair, and I see him sitting there on the table, or like not on the table, but he's sitting in a chair next to the table, and he's like looking at these cards. He's like 17, so he's like a baby. He's like, whoever. He's like, where'd you get these things? I'm like, T, like, what are you doing, kid? He's like, what? He's like, where'd you guys go? And I felt so bad, too, because this kid wanted to come on the Strip with us.
Yeah, you
But
cannot do anything there unless you're 21.
He went
I feel
MIA, and we, like, left his ass. So I was like, okay, like, at least give the kid some satisfaction and let him keep the escort cards, because this guy's just a ladies' man. And this, by the way, his cousin, because he's from the Turcotte family, they're a really big family. His cousin just went 5th overall in the NHL draft, and he went to Los Angeles Kings. Yeah.
Did you see that Bobby Brink?
He went second round.
34, I think, to the Flyers.
So he went almost first round, but so that was sick.
He was
too.
projected to go in the first round, but I think he ended up going. Well, they did 31 the first night, so he went.
And there was a kid from Roseville
third.
that got drafted. It was one of the later rounds, but he got drafted.
Yeah.
Which is sick. But no, so yeah, I mean, it was just a fun time, and I was like, yeah, buddy, you just keep these. And
Yeah.
He's just like a touchy kid. It's just like he's just high maintenance, and I love that kid to death. But yeah, he just always touch. He's like, whatever, like the honeymoon suite. I'm like, T, don't you touch me.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But it was.
Did you go on that roller coaster on the Stratosphere where it fucking dumps you off the side?
No. We talked about that. I would be so scared.
Dude,
I don't
I'd
have
probably
the
have a
nuts to do
fucking
it.
heart attack on
Mhm.
that thing. Because
Yeah.
you're like, however high, like you're fucking way up there.
You're way up, dude.
And you come out from the top of the Stratosphere and then it just tips. And you just go fucking straight down to the end and it stops you. And then you go back and you do the same thing again.
Because it's one of those rides where you get on and you're wearing like the buckle or the harness, whatever. It's, it goes over your shoulder. It's like a roller coaster. And you will like, it brings you out. So it's like a spinning one.
Yeah.
And I don't know how well I'm explaining this, but it'll pull you out to the edge. And then your seat like this, it lifts you up and it brings you like this. So you're like hanging, you're looking straight at the ground.
Yeah.
And oh my God, those are
from
brutal.
what I know, and we saw it from the highway. I'm pretty sure the track swings out from the side of the building, and then it tilts down, so that you're like going down, like you're gonna fly off the end of the building.
Yeah.
And then it stops you at the end, and then the track like lifts up and you fall backwards, and then it drops again and you go fucking flying.
Yeah, for the record, that wasn't the same round I was talking about because they do have multiple rides up there, but that one I've seen too.
Yeah.
Like I said, they have the bungee jump, they have the one I mentioned, the roller coaster that you mentioned. Did you see that roller coaster? I don't remember if it's in the New York one, but it's a roller coaster on the Strip.
Yep.
I went on
that. Was oh, you did go on that?
Shit's expensive, but I mean, what isn't in Vegas?
We never went into the New York, but we walked right by it because there were so many casinos that we were in that I don't even know. We like left the Luxor, and I think next door, I can't remember what is right next door, but then across the street from that was New York, I think.
Yeah.
And then MGM was across the street too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. They finesse you out there. I mean, they definitely try to make their money in every way we can, but
Jake and I got these like 2 great big like slushy drinks with like 8 different alcohols in it.
Those, yeah.
$36 a piece.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
When we went to the
Did
Senior
they work?
Frogs. The weird thing is like the first day we were there, Jake and I started drinking at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I did not get drunk. I don't know if it was the heat or the elevation or what, but like I drank all day.
Bitch, what? The elevation?
Or
You're
I'm
in
pretty
the,
sure
you're
it's
in the
higher.
desert, fool.
Yeah.
It's higher than here, no?
If
so,
it is,
not
it's not
much,
going to
dude.
affect you.
Well, I don't know. I just know that I drank all day and didn't get drunk.
And
I
the
was pissed
elevation
'cause I spent a lot
gets
of,
you more drunk. Like the
I
higher
don't
up
know.
you are,
Maybe that's why.
the thinner the air, like the less
Maybe we just don't
blood
have
that
any
gets to
air
your
here.
brain, and you can get like, you get pissed drunk. So definitely wasn't the elevation. And
I
maybe
don't
the
know what
heat,
it
but
was.
Yeah, maybe they
The
just finessed your
elevation
ass.
in
Well,
Vegas.
because when we were there too, we got a big ass shot too. Like it didn't come in a shot glass. He poured it in a fucking red Solo cup.
Weird. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I have no idea, but
they probably don't
normally I
put
can get
very
drunk off
much-
like 2 beers.
They probably don't put much alcohol in those things on
Yeah,
purpose.
probably not.
So you buy more.
And it was pretty shady because when you were in Vegas, so I didn't have you here. She went to British Columbia, so I was just kind of stuck here working.
Lonely.
Just all by your lonesome.
Yeah, I was
Poor
I was
Mitch.
a lonesome self, but no. What do we want to talk? Oh yeah, we had
We have some questions here.
We had some people ask us questions on our Instagram.
You know, I'm very surprised that we got 8 questions. I was expecting 0.
Hey,
So we'll probably do that again. I put the poll out on my Instagram for people to ask us questions. Some of them are real questions, and some of them are just whatever.
there you go.
At King Junter said, "Do girls poop?"
I definitely know Kim Jong Un doesn't poop or pee.
Okay.
But what do you say?
I would say yes.
Okay. So
They-
confirmed girls do
They
poop.
do shit.
Brandon Muchler at Muchless said, "Can I come on your podcast? I really need to explain flat Earth to everyone."
Yeah, Brandon's a big flat earther. It's absolutely hilarious, and he definitely tries to make a case for it.
I feel like Brandon scares me with some of the stuff he can start talking about.
He would get too I know Brandon is one to get gerbilized,
It's
as we said.
very entertaining, though.
He's an
but
entertaining guy.
It's very entertaining, but I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Stuff
dude,
gets a little crazy.
he's so funny. But yeah, what else do we got?
AJ said, "Is water wet?" Yes, water's wet.
It is.
Caleb Carlson, rough estimate. How much money have you lost gambling?
Which we
If
mentioned.
I knew for what?
No, give an estimate.
If I knew for sure, I'd probably want to kill myself. But since 18, I'd say at least 10 grand.
what?
Yeah, I'd say at least 10. Maybe not quite 10.
Yeah,
but
if you
damn
count
close.
your CS cases too, that's gambling.
That's crazy.
Yeah, CS cases alone. Last time I had looked there, it doesn't say how much you've spent on it. It's how much you've wagered towards cases, and that includes buying and selling.
Yeah.
And remember, I had I
6
feel like for a
knives.
while I was like on a roll for getting knives,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure that was at like $3,000.
So
I'm-
yeah, you've definitely done 10 grand.
I'm almost 21. I've been to the casino once, and I spent like $20. But I lost.
Yeah,
it
not
all,
me.
but That's
Let's see. Isaac Carlson. This one says for Mitch. How many hockey dudes can sleep in a single bedroom?
Oh,
Is
dude.
this an inside joke or?
Yeah, it's kind of an inside joke. I'm trying to think of a rough estimate. I'd say And it's small room because at where I played last year, we had the hockey house. And
Oh,
we
is that where it was like you, Phil, David O?
No, that was my first year. This year was in SoCal, and we had the hockey house. And
Yeah.
this was just a house that a bunch of the guys lived at. I believe it was 4 bedrooms. And then we would have, like, the whole team come over there some nights, and it was kind of there was, like, a group of guys that, everyone like, kind of wanted to be around. Or, like, there was, like, the squad.
Yeah, like the popular guys.
Now I wouldn't say that, but, like, the guys that are just, like, fun to be around. Like, I was pretty funny guy to be around. No cap. But
Okay.
in this room, this is not a big room. This is probably, imagine if you had your bedroom to give you an insight, and you cut it in half right down the middle.
Yeah.
It's like that. So one bunk bed. We had a huge beanbag in there. It's called the Love Sack.
Yeah.
And then we could get I'd say we could probably get 7, 8 guys in there. And then I would consider that comfortable.
Yeah.
We can go up to almost 10. We had almost 10 guys in there one time. And we
It's
all
like
slept
guys
in
laying
there.
right next to each other.
Laying
You have
right
to
next to each other.
step
We had like
over
2
'em.
guys on the Love Sack. We had 2 guys up in the top bunk. I was going to go in the top bunk with someone, but they said I was too fat. So they didn't let me up there. So I had to sleep. I slept on the floor. And you were almost to the point where you're like spooning with like other guys. It was just like, but we all like slept in there. And we got like super.
I could only imagine what that smelled like.
But yeah, dude, that was an absolute battle. But yeah, he knows the struggle of the hockey house for sure. But yeah, I'd say on a good day, 7 to 8. Bad day, 8 to 10. So yeah.
Fair enough. Elena asks, what are you guys doing to help the environment?
Oh, that's an easy one.
I have a reusable straw.
Choose a reusable straw.
And
I
I
don't
bring
really
my
use
own
straws.
grocery bags.
Huh?
I don't really use straws, and people will be
You
like,
just did today.
"Yeah, blah blah blah." It starts with more than straws, but I'm like, you gotta start with somewhere. Start with straws.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say I'm super wasteful. Sometimes when I go to the grocery store, I'll just like carry stuff up my arms. Like if I go into a grocery store, I won't even grab like a basket. Sometimes I'll just carry it in my arms,
Yeah.
which doesn't really make much sense.
Well,
that
that-
even hurt.
No, I know.
Well,
but
you're
like,
just
but I
saving the
have
earth
it,
by
and
not
then-
using the
then I
basket that's
carry it out,
reusable.
and I just don't have a bag either when I carry it out. I'm like, they need a bag?
No.
And it's not like just for the sake of helping the environment. It's, no, I got it. I can carry it.
Yeah.
And I'll walk out with like some fruit and like some chicken and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
For me, nothing.
wow.
I'm sorry. I used a cardboard straw in Vegas because I had to,
I hate those things though.
but
They
that's
just
about
get
it.
soggy.
Yeah. And it made the pop taste bad, but
Yeah.
whatever. Leo Spry says, how big soft?
You want to take this one, kid? How big are you soft?
No comment.
I'd say I'm about average.
About average. That's fair.
We're
That's just the safe
don't
answer
get
you
lucky.
can always go with.
And then Emily Saratori says, all the way from Prague, how much do you miss me? With 5 question marks.
I think that one's for you.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I miss you, Emily.
That was really
Yeah.
that was really enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Like that was just believable. She's gonna tune in and be like, waiting for her part to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I miss you.
No,
Very sincere.
I do. I
Tom-
can't wait for you to get drunk off one wine cooler again in Fargo.
Tyler, I missed you.
Is there a deer?
I think there's a deer behind us.
We're out here going back to the nature or the environment. We podcast out in nature, and we don't use any CO2 gases out here.
No electricity. No.
Are you are you okay? We are not emitting any carbon emissions or whatever it's called into the
True.
air.
Well, except for my gas generator on the corner. No, I'm kidding.
Except for my my diesel truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about diesel trucks for a second?
I mean, what is there to talk about?
They're gay.
Should we talk about diesel cars and how? So
They actually get good gas
My
mileage.
parents have a diesel car and it's a Volkswagen Golf Sport Wagon. And when we were in Canada just like past week, we go to the gas station and we pull up to the diesel pump
Yeah.
and the guy I prepaid and the guy just automatically put on gas. And so I had to go back in and be like, no. And he comes out and he's like, well, this is diesel. And I'm like, yeah. And he's just so confused. He's like, well, you can't put that in there. And I was like, yeah, you can.
I'm pretty sure they say on the back that they're diesel, don't they?
Well, it says TDI, but
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Mm.
guy was just an idiot and didn't realize.
I feel like that's kinda like-
diesel.
you see a lot of cars coming out with diesel now. I mean, they used to do, like,
Big
I
trucks.
remember that they did. You guys remember the Jeep Liberty?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They made that in a diesel. That was like a long time ago.
Yeah, like my parents, theirs gets like 45 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But I mean, diesel's a little bit more expensive, but it's still worth it.
Yeah. Well,
How many miles to the gallon does it get again?
45.
she just
I
said
just
45.
said.
My car gets 19.
Mine gets like 0 city, 1 highway.
Well,
Classic.
it's probably because your windshield wipers are going off the whole time.
True. That's.
I saw you
using
drive
up
by
all
the office
gas.
yesterday. That was so funny. I'm like, oh, I think that's Mitch. And then all of a sudden the fucking windshield wipers just go like this. It's sunny out.
May I add how much I hate that car? I was leaving work and it died on me.
Yeah, it's
I was
still
ready to
sitting
go
there.
home. I was excited. I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym after. Then I'm going to get to go home and go to bed. And I was sitting there and I had to wait for my coworker to come out. Taylor, I was like, hey, could you jump me? And that didn't work. And I think the starter's just gonzo on that thing. So
I mean,
yeah,
it
it's
is
just-
20 years old.
it is
so
just sitting there. So I don't drive around 2023 vehicles like you guys. I'm a
What?
classic man.
2023.
I'm a classic man. But yeah,
my
so
car's an 03. What do you
let's
mean?
just say this: you guys just are living in the future with your cars, and I'm driving a
Still
box.
in the 90s.
I drive a box on wheels, basically. So
It's a cardboard box.
I hate that thing. I would rather drive like one of the Flintstone cars where they go with their feet. I'd rather do that.
I
But
think we can make that happen.
dude,
Yeah.
I hate that thing.
That's what you should do. You should just cut a hole in the floor.
yeah.
Stick your feet to the ground. Fucking just
Like-
run.
It's time to lay that thing to rest, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We should like drive it in the lake or something.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
dude, we're gonna.
That's now that's taking care of the environment.
we're gonna go to Duluth and we're gonna go where they go cliff jumping, and I'm gonna drive it about 80 miles an hour. I'm gonna yardie that thing off the cliff, jump out.
Just open the door and throw a brick on the gas pedal and watch that thing just fly.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that's a good idea. That'd be sick too. That
Go out in style, maybe light it on fire or something on the way down.
Put that in a vlog.
Ooh.
just me destroying.
Isn't that
my-
Oh, should we-
technically like littering or like?
Yeah, that's.
I just would crash it.
I think that's.
We could just say it
not
wasn't
good.
us.
I was completely sober
Simple as that.
and I wasn't watching the road and I drove off the cliff.
Or you could say the GPS told you to drive there.
It's Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that The Office is being ripped off Netflix?
Yeah.
And
But they have it till 2021, I think.
But still though.
Did you know? I saw a tweet the other day that show still pulls in about $5 million per episode in like
It's
royalties.
crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm assume like the actors still get paid for that?
Yeah. The
What?
actors still get paid from Friends, like a shit ton.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And that show ended in like fucking like 2001 or 2002 or something.
No way.
I mean, yeah. I love both of those shows, but I think they are maybe kind of overrated. Like, there's so much more out there, and people just
Yeah.
keep rewatching like the same stuff.
I really like The Office. I've watched through it 4 times, but I have not watched it in a long time now.
yeah,
But
it's been a while for me.
yeah.
I've been watching Ballers on HBO.
I watched Ghost Adventures the other day. You ever watch that show?
Oh.
No, or actually I've seen YouTube poops on it, but no.
I forgot YouTube poops were even a
Fuckers
thing.
International.
Oh yeah.
He's like, we're here at the equator. At the equator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I'm making it sound so dumb, but the way I explained it, that was just my comedy back in the day.
I like that show, but because I believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
I believe that
Wait, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in
I
trouble.
think I've seen one, but
I
don't know if we
I
wanna get
know
into
for a
it.
fact that I've at least heard one.
yeah.
Mhm.
Where? Here?
No, not here. I'd fucking move out if that was the case. But at our office, I guarantee it's haunted because that place, the original structure has been there since like before I feel like dirt was invented. It used to be like way back when they used to build like boats when they were all made out of wood. And then it was like a hotel for a long time, and then it was converted into an office building. But I was there one Saturday by myself, and I swear to God, I heard people coming up the stairs, and there was nobody else there. And then I thought I heard somebody walking downstairs, nobody there. And then as I was leaving, it's a 3-story building, and I swear to God, I heard people working in the kitchen in the basement.
Yeah.
And I was the only one there the whole time. I got the hell out of there as quickly as I could.
I just think that there's too many people that have had like ghost experiences
Yeah.
and like for so many years, like
Yeah.
there's just it has to be real because or
That and
maybe
aliens.
think's not.
I wouldn't say they're not. It's just one of those things I just don't know about. I think the one place I think is kind of freaky is Alcatraz.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's just kind of sketch.
Yeah.
When you think about like the building,
Yeah.
and people say they would hear people like talking in the showers and just crazy stuff in the cells, showers, the lunch or the cafeteria or the grub hall or whatever, the mess hall or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's weird, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I think about that. I don't really know enough.
Sometimes I just try not to even think about it because I just scare
Till
myself.
one day Mitch opens a door and there's a ghost standing there.
I've seen too much Scooby-Doo to know ghosts aren't real. I've seen too much Scooby-Doo. But no, dude. Oh, hey, no, here. Going out. That's way out. This is way off the rails on the ghost topic. I want to go to the Nymore Boys thing and look at our poll.
Oh, yeah.
Because on the last one, we talked about the Android versus iPhone. Just what phone do you use?
And while you're pulling that up, I forgot I released a new design on nymoreboys.com.
I wish I was wearing my sweatshirt.
I know. I'm the only
If
one.
I
I'm the only one
would've
wearing
known
something.
ahead
So
of
we've got
time.
It's Only Money T-shirt.
I was actually looking for mine earlier.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff on there. Champion hoodies. I'm thinking about doing fanny packs.
There you go.
That'd be kind
You
of
can
cool.
wear that to the festival.
There you go.
No, but the new design that we just released, or I guess I just released, is it's blackjack cards, and I'm really hoping that you can help replenish some of the money that I dumped into Vegas.
Yeah.
So if you want to help us out, go over to nymoreboys.com. We keep our prices really competitive. I feel bad because Katie paid way too much for shipping because I had stuff set up on there wrong. But
Yeah, why was I paying sales tax in Minnesota?
you have to. Anything online, you have to pay sales tax on now.
No?
Hey.
What?
Shut up. About this poll, we got 50 votes on it. 90% was iPhone and 10% it was Android.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. If you look at the analytics for our podcast, it's like 88% of our listeners listen on iPhone.
Yeah. So
And like 10% on Android.
and then Nick Turner. Shout
I
out
saw
to Nick
that.
Turner on the tweet.
That was so
I'm glad
funny.
That I do appreciate that he listens to that.
Yeah.
It's funny because he
Wait,
can
what
catch.
did he say?
He said, "Shout out to the Nymore Boys for roasting me about being an Android."
No, he
user on their
said,
podcast or something.
he said my first shout out on the Nymore Boys podcast was a roast about me having an Android phone.
and he was like, "Oof."
Yeah. I
Poor
love
Nick
that.
Turner. Yeah, he's a good guy. Oh, and guess what? This is again off the rails. I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place. I saw on Twitter this guy he went to a music festival, and he went to the music festival where like for example, Soundset, like the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Imagine going to Soundset, going to the fairgrounds. He had like a water bottle, and he filled it with a ton of vodka, and he buried it. He buried it underground,
Oh my
Indoors.
god. And then,
and he went back and he dug it up, and it was still there.
He did it while he was there
stashed it for later.
or he put it there so that he could drink it while he was at the festival. Like he went there before.
He went there like 2 weeks before
Oh, okay.
and dug a hole, put the water bottle of vodka
That's
in there,
actually so smart.
covered it up,
Yeah.
and then went back and grabbed it.
That's a good idea.
I feel like
I
somebody
never
would
would
see
think of
you
that.
like digging though.
Dude, who would care at like if there's just a bunch of other like drunk and high people around you? Like, they'd probably respect that.
Yeah.
Like if you're kind of like go off somewhere, like you just
Yeah.
dig up, like
Everybody just gets hyped.
they're like, hey. No.
Speaking of
I was like, what?
Speaking of festivals, I guess we're going to Montreal at the end of next month,
Yeah.
beginning of August.
Hell yeah.
We should hopefully be able to get some really cool content for YouTube and also knock out some podcasts while we're there so we can get Phil on the podcast for once.
Yeah. And we're going
And,
to try to get JP on there as well. Shout out to JP.
Yeah, we're going to have to buy a fourth mic.
Which is, I
But,
mean, that's fun. I mean,
I think, honestly,
it's
we'll
got
just,
4
end up,
inputs anyway.
we'll just end up buying another 3-pack of these mics.
That's
so we
fine.
can have backup.
Yeah, that works.
I think that
Because
that
if one
makes the
shits
most
out
sense.
on us.
Well, it's like you can get one for 30 or this 3-pack for 30.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. But yeah, so that'll be fun. And we're planning on going down through, if you obviously know where we're at, most people listen to us know where we're at
Yeah.
in Bemidji. We're probably going to go down through Duluth, and then we're going to go through the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, down through Michigan, and we're going to go up through Ontario, head up Toronto, and then make our way out to Montreal.
it'll be a hike, but I think the first night we're going to try to make it to Toronto so we can have a full day in Toronto, which would be sick. But
Because that's not like that
We'll
far
have to
from
li-
Montreal.
no,
No.
from Montreal, it's probably like from driving here to the cities. But
Yeah, just
4 or
3-4
5 hours.
Yeah.
it's the long haul from Bemidji to Toronto. It's like 17 hours with no stops, and I have the bladder of a 5-year-old, so
We're bringing piss jugs.
yeah.
It's the way of the road.
Yep. and then when they get full, we'll just chuck them out.
Yeah, so we're going to do some kick-ass content out there. I
Yeah.
can think of a bunch of stuff that we're already going to do. And we're going to try to make this a fun time. And that's kind of our plans for the future. Until then, we're going to keep ripping out podcasts. And if we come up with any good ideas for the channel, for our Instagram, for our Twitter, stuff like that, we're definitely going to do it. But that's kind of our big plan as of right now. Do you think this is a good spot to kind of maybe end it?
Yeah,
What do you
we're
think?
at 40 minutes. Holy smokes. I did not think it was going to go
I
that
feel like
long.
I barely said anything.
Yeah.
You barely said anything.
Okay, Katie,
I
take your stage here.
I didn't have any
Go ahead
chance
and-
to talk. I don't know.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Would you like
promote
to-
yourself.
What would you like to say?
I don't know. You have to give me a topic. I can't
Just say something.
Or you can just promote yourself. Where can they find you online?
all social medias, I guess.
Don't talk too quiet.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
I
gonna
can hardly even
give
hear, and
myself
I'm
a
sitting right
shout
next to
out.
her.
That's dumb.
Why? I'll give myself a shout out right now. Mitch Webb 98 on everything. Follow me.
Yeah, all of our social
Don't
links will be in
follow
the
me.
description. Oh, okay. She doesn't want free follows. Make sure to follow the Nymore Boys on all social medias. It's just Nymore Boys across the board. I am so pumped. If you type in Nymore Boys on Google, we are the first 4 links that show up.
Kick ass.
I'm pumped about that.
That's it.
Be sure to go over to nymoreboys.com, get some cool merch. Katie got a sweatshirt. She said it's the softest thing ever. I
Yeah,
don't know.
It's really nice.
You can
one
get a
up.
shirt like this or a hat. You know, I'm the
We
only
got
one that
everything, dude.
I guess represents. But
Dude, I couldn't find. I told you I was trying to find mine. earlier.
thank you for 15 subscribers. Of course, that cannot be left out. We're almost to 40 now, actually, which is
Sick.
pretty sick.
Sick. We're getting there. We're
We just
climbing.
gotta get to 1,000 so we can put those
You
mid-roll
guys should
ads
do a
in.
giveaway at like 100.
I'm down with that.
All right, we'll make this right now. We are
Yeah.
going to be giving away a champion hoodie at 100 100 subscribers.
100, yeah.
To enter, all you need to do is subscribe and comment on every single podcast. No.
No, dude, just
I think
subscribe and
just
follow
be
us on our social
subscribed.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all you gotta do.
We'll
Make it
doesn't
easy.
cost you anything.
how
Make
about
it
this?
simple.
We'll set up a link in the description where you can click on it, and it'll be a Gleam page, and there'll be different things, and each thing that you do on that
You get an
page,
entry.
it gives you an entry into the drawing. And make sure to share this with all your friends so we can get to 100
Quicker.
much faster. And who knows? Maybe if we get there faster, we'll give away 2 hoodies or something.
Let's get it.
So, thank you for watching.
West Side Massive.
I guarantee this video
Oh,
will work this
gotcha.
time, so you won't have to see the waveform again.
Yeah, that
so,
sucks.
So glad I got to be a guest and I barely said anything, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to be
thanks
here
for
and
Katie
just
being our
hanging
first,
out. Yeah.
very first guest. If you want to be a guest on the podcast, be sure to tweet at us. We should try to start getting more guests on here. I think
we should.
because I feel like I can only talk to Mitch for so long. You know.
Yeah. Start to lose some
Same.
brain cells, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, we've mentioned everything.
Yep.
We signed
Other
with
than that,
Broken
Bud Light,
Records.
please sponsor us. See you in the next episode.
Later.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno